Welcome to my latest podcast. My name is Mike Foster, the Entrepreneur's Mentor, and thanks for listening to this latest podcast, which is just a view. It's just a view from me, Mike Foster, the Entrepreneur's Mentor. Welcome to episode 8. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to listen to previous editions, which is just literally about me giving a view about the things that I think are important and things that I think impact on ourselves as business. In a recent podcast, I put a request out to my listeners to just see if there was something that they would like me to cover. And one of the responses I got was that people respected that I put out a regular snippet on my YouTube channel of about 2 to 3 minutes, just giving a quick thought about the things that could help you to develop your business. And I was asked by someone to share my top 10 list of snippets that I've shared recently that may enable you to, I guess, shortcut that playlist of over 60 videos to see which ones may be more relevant. And I was thinking in terms of where we are in terms of current times, in terms of COVID, pandemic, lockdown, etc. And I've chosen 10 that I'm just going to give you a quick overview of, and you can go to my YouTube channel to listen to the snippets in full. Now, the first one on the list is organizational structure, and it's actually my most latest snippet at this time. And this snippet refers to a structure, not necessarily the traditional structure, how we might write an organizational chart out in terms of top to bottom or bottom to top, however you write yours, but more from looking at key aspects of the business in terms of horizontal lines and then vertical lines of different roles and responsibilities in the business. So, for example, the vertical lines would be things like sales, finance, marketing, operational excellence, strategy, HR, and the horizontal lines are leadership, ownership, management, seniors, core, and support team. And the snippet just talks around those areas and how you could map out an effective organizational structure that gives you those traditional reporting lines, but also helps you understand the impact. The second one that I'd like to share is the danger of the number one. This is a snippet that focuses on literally that, the danger of having one of something, one customer, one supplier, one key member of staff, etc. And hopefully in terms of that snippet, it gives you an overview to be wary of that danger of just having one. Then one that was very topical during lockdown when people were worried about their sales pipeline is, are your customers buying? And this snippet talks about making sure that you remain relevant to your customers. If we work in niches, vertical markets, and we're close enough to our market space, then we can remain with our ears open, relevant to our customer base. Our customers haven't stopped buying. Yes, many of them have been mindful of the cash they have to spend, but they've not stopped buying. They will continue to buy from those that they feel are relevant. Another one that I recorded during lockdown was "Wish you had started earlier." And this was off the back of experience and conversations with clients and other entrepreneurs in my network, whereby when the pandemic and lockdown first hit, many businesses just stopped. To a degree, put their head in the sand, in some dealing with all the issues that were changing day by day. But many, if not the majority, said to me, I just wish I'd started earlier. And that snippet gives an overview of the sort of things that you may have focused on if you started earlier. The fifth one that I'd like to highlight is, are you continuing to invest in your business? And again, during the pandemic lockdown, we saw businesses freeze their expenditure, freeze their investment within their business. So they froze all their expenditure on people, even putting people on furlough or redundancies, and froze all their marketing spend. And particularly the latter, in terms of marketing spend, I've seen businesses, as we've started to emerge from lockdown, suffer from, because they've now had to start their pipeline all over again. They've had to start their engagement all over again. And obviously we need people to help us do that. And people is probably our most expensive asset, but probably our best asset in many businesses. So are we continuing to invest in our people and in our marketing? A snippet that I shared, which is a topic that I talk about very regularly, it's one of my headline um, speaker talks, is managing your diary to support the effective use of your valuable time. And in this short snippet, I talk about how we can reflect on our to-do list, prioritize our to-do list, and move items from our to-do list into our diary so that we better manage our time with focus and less distractions and less interruptions. Then I have a snippet I would recommend is what is networking? Many of you will know that I'm an advocate of networking. I've really built my businesses around networking. I run a few networking groups in Oxfordshire and a member a couple of others. And in this snippet, I share my thoughts around networking, but break the word networking down into different smaller words that can help you maximize your networking efforts. Then the eighth snippet that I'd like to share is effective goal planning for achievement. This snippet was just some quick thoughts off of some research that I did a number of years ago now, probably 10, 12 years ago, with another guy called John O'Harris. And we did some research into why people were achieving their goals and why certain people weren't achieving their goals and bailing out when they hit their first obstacle. And what we established was there was 5 key missing factors. And in this snippet, I talk about those 5 missing factors, which include motivation and planning for the right activity. The 9th snippet is know, like, and trust. Is there more to it? And that's a question that I ask quite often when people say to me, marketing is just about know, like, and trust. Well, for me, there's a couple of other R's that I'd like to introduce: rapport and respect. Because I think it's easy to create the know. I think it's easy to generate the like. But to get to trust, I believe that you need rapport and respect. And this snippet talks about how we would build rapport and respect. And the 10th one, and this is a conversation I have with most businesses I work with, and in fact, it's the module that I've just ran for a session for Oxford Brookes University Scale-Up Programme, is about customer segments. And the snippet is entitled, Should I Niche or Be Generic? And I reflect on this. If your product is not a mass market product, then I recommend that you niche, you find a vertical market, a niche that you can work in, and be something to someone rather than a little to everyone. And in the snippet, I give my reasons for why I believe that's important to do so and the benefits of doing so. So they're my 10 snippets that I would recommend further listening for on my YouTube channel, which is easily accessible off of my website on the top right hand corner there. And I hope that not only those 10, but there's, like I say, over 60 snippets that I've recorded over the years that I hope will be of benefit to help you to develop your business. As always, please subscribe to this podcast on either SoundCloud or via my YouTube channel. And next time I release my next podcast, you'll be one of the first to know. Thanks again for tuning in.